test. Good afternoon, wherever you are watching from. My name's Chad, and I am so indifferent. What I'm working on right now is one of the pages from my kids book that I've been working on over the last almost a year now. I've been just making a few adjustments to a page so I can get the final sense of art direction that I want to have moving forward. I had an artist color everything in for me because I wanted to focus on other things and other projects, and I finally got those images back, and now I'm just kind of, like I said, I'm just kind of touching things up and doing my tweaks. But I'm sitting here, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little unmotivated. I have this kid's book that I have that's nearly finished, but something just came over me today, and I just felt whatever about everything. I came in here with the intention of grinding and finishing up this page and moving forward to the next. I have 24 pages to go through. So certain pages, for example, I have to cut things out, redraw them, and stitch them back in. Like I'm doing plastic surgery on certain aspects of this project. But yeah, you know what I had to do? I stopped. I said to myself last week when I was working on this as well that I needed to print a page just so I can see something tangible. I need to be able to hold something sometimes for my mind to kind of like stop dead in the tracks, shut the beep up, and for me to get back into the game. And I noticed quite early on that the reason as to why I'm gonna just try to draw while I'm doing this, because I didn't really anticipate doing this, but we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna turn the fan on because it's pretty hot in here. Apologize for the little hum in the background now. I keeps coming across videos of entrepreneurial pursuits and people deciding to move forward with their thing, whatever that might be, music, design, whatever. My hat goes off to you guys. I guess this is for people that are in similar positions like me, doing something that they love for themselves and deciding to work for themselves, and grinding. It's amazing how the distractions almost infiltrate your mind and kind of throw you off your game. I'm too much of a perfectionist to stop with this and move forward on the next ones, but there's little details that I want to stand out because I want children, they pick this up, to look at the various little elements and have the oohs and the ahs and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really focused on trying to have the best product and just trying to put things together, make sense of everything. Yeah, it's crazy. I'll show you guys what I actually printed. I did a project for a client a couple weeks ago, and I did some graphic design work for that project as well as a print project. And she emailed me back, and her family was blown away by it. Was for a memorial. The fact that I was trusted with that gig in itself was just something only hit me after I finished the project. It's crazy. Sometimes it's crazy what little things that you do and the effect that it has on other people. It blows my mind sometimes. I just sat here, I was getting distracted and motivated, and I'm like, I just need to print a page from this book. But I digress. What I wanted to say with that client was that reminded me as to why I love doing this. I love doing this because I love being able to give somebody something that I've created, whether that help in creating, and handing that over to them and letting it go. And whatever they decide to do with it or how they decide to use it, it's fine. And I love that. I love being able to help people and love being able to build things. And I feel like I went to Lakeshore this weekend, and I kind of sat down and brought my journal and my sketchbook and some of the other pages, because I'm still writing a copy for this book. And I went back to, like, why do I enjoy doing this? And I'll quickly say, when I was a kid, I loved playing Grand Theft Auto. The original Grand Theft Auto. I'm talking about like the top-down view. That was the first time. I remember it was in grade 5. I played it at my buddy's Peter's house on his PlayStation. My mind was blown. That was the first time I've ever been able to play a video game that had an open world like that. So almost like a sandbox kind of game. And it blew my mind. It's just something about being able to go into that world and cause havoc, if that's what you're into. And I was, 10? Of course I want to go around and blow things up and and race and have, you know what I mean? So, but when I thought about it, I'm like, wow, like Grand Theft Auto has a huge impact on my life. But when I think about it and look back, Grand Theft Auto 3 had a tremendous impact on my life. Not for the gameplay or anything like that. It was the first time I was able to see a world that like a video game world that was a sandbox, open world game. A sandbox is basically you go and you can do whatever the hell you want to do. You don't have to play the missions. You do whatever you want to do. But one thing that fascinated me was the ads, the fake brands, the radio stations. It's amazing how that allowed you to feel like you're part of a bigger world, and it felt like a real world. Because even when you're listening to the radio, and I still listen to it to this day, you can hear the chatter of the streets in Liberty City in the background at these radio stations, the shootouts, whatever it might be, right? They made it so believable and so real. That's what I'm trying to bring to my book and everything that I'm doing. I want whatever that I create, whatever that I make, I want to be able to give that to people and allow them to kind of create their own world with it. I want to allow that to kind of exist in their world, on that wall, in their game room, in their office, in their kids' room. For me, the one thing is the thing that's keeping me going with this project is the fact that I'm doing it for my nieces and my nephews. I'm doing this for my family. I think it's very important, especially with the world and everything going on. I'm only interested in working on things and in terms of my life, in working around things that I have control over, or a sense of control over. I can't go out and say I want to help the world if I can't help my family. So my family is the foundation, and through that ability of having that foundation as my support system as well, I can move out into the world more freely. So I'm doing this for my nephews and my nieces and my family, and I don't want them to have to go through any of the things that I went through when I was growing up, grade school, middle school, whatever. I think it'd be a huge disservice to them if I went through all of that and didn't try to show them how to avoid it. So yeah, I didn't really have a plan for what I wanted to do with this today. I just honestly just picked my camera up and just decided to hit record. But I'll show you just quickly what I printed. I printed out one of the pages from the book, and I have it mounted on my wall, and it acts as a reminder that I'm always gonna be on this journey. There's gonna be days it's gonna suck, that's fine. There's gonna be days when it's gonna be amazing, that's fine. But when I'm up there and I'm on that high and everything's going amazing and I'm giving it all my energy, best believe that when it falls and crashes, the same thing's gonna be true on the negative side as well. So with this, it's just something to remind me that although this did start as a sketch, yeah, I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. don't say that's so indifferent. If you enjoy art, you enjoy music, you enjoy creativity. I believe creativity is everything. That's what I'm about. um, I'm a big believer in everybody being able to do anything they want to if they put their mind to it. I know my thoughts are kind of all over the place. I'm kind of going all scatterbrained. I've been scatterbrained all morning and all afternoon. But that kind of brings back to that whole thing about Grand Theft Auto 3 and how that world and that game influenced me in terms of creativity and being creative and making things and pushing the boundaries of stuff. This all started as an idea. I didn't wake up one day and said I want to make a kid's book. I would have never thought that I had the ability to make the kid's book, but I put my pencil to paper, sketched some things out, and was able to. And now I'm looking at my screen, drawing with my tablet, making adjustments, getting it ready for print. Like, it's sometimes it boggles my mind how things work out. I'm putting my all into it, and even if it doesn't sell one copy, that's completely okay with me. I think there's something about seeing something that I've created and following it along the timeline and being able to send this to print and get a physical copy and be able to turn the pages. I love nothing more than the smell of like a brand new board game or a brand new puzzle or a brand new book. There's just something about that smell it's just something nostalgic about it. So, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, this is so indifferent. My name's Chad Hobson. I'm a creator. I'm a designer. I'm just having fun. If you like what you see, you can check out my website, www.soindifferent.com, to find out more about some of my personal projects and a bit of my client projects. You can also check out soindifferentshop.com, where you can find a bunch of my prints, graphic design prints, art prints, digital prints, whatever. Just go on the website, check it out, and be on the lookout for my book coming out later this year called The Fear Theory. I can't wait to share that with you guys. Alright, Chad Hobson signing out. Peace.